What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris. I'm going to be bringing you more games from the Starseries Season 3. This time it's going to be between supposedly the Copenhagen Wolves, but they're really TTB at this point in time, or at the time of this game, and Virtus.pro. And Virtus.pro already opening up very, very strange with a first pick puck. I mean, the bans are tiny but extremely normal. But interesting for Virtus.pro to do this. Puck is never ever banned. Like, if you're looking for a solo lane hero, then, you know, you have the Invoker banned out, you have the Queen of Pain, Morphling, all those heroes are banned out, but never a puck. So, very interesting that they would actually pick that up. Looks like the Wolves are going to respond by getting a little bit more of a stable pick order. They're going to go for a Rubik Invoker as well as the Beastmaster. So they have the long lane, they have two solo heroes and a support hero, so they're looking pretty balanced going into the second ban phase. Virtus.pro also going to go with the Broodmother. Very interesting picks coming out from VP. Well, I guess first I'll talk about Puck. We don't really see her all that often. I don't know if it's a her or he. There's a lot of controversy there, and Puck, the Playful Fairy Dragon. Is there a? Do they use a pronoun here? Could we? Nope, it's a fairy dragon. So don't know, don't care either. Puck is not really seen all that often because he doesn't do all that much damage. And the damage that Puck does offer, we gotta be pretty close. And you're really soft as Puck, so you don't really want to be close, but you kind of have to be close to lay down a good Dream Coil, stuff like that. But he does offer a little bit of team fight, but really the team fight pales in comparison to the team fight that you get by picking up, say, a Tidehunter. So the Ravage is a lot more visually appealing, plus it does a lot more overall. I mean, Puck, I guess, is kind of like a pseudo vacuum in a sense, and kind of like a black hole that tether this Dream Coil. But really, in my opinion, there are much better heroes to pick up than Puck. I mean, Puck has decent lane control, he could gank pretty well, but really, in my opinion, there's no reason to pick up Puck when you can pick up a different mid hero like Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave. I'd rather have a Sonic Wave than a Dream Coil. Dream Coil, even if you land it on 4 or 5 people, well, then it's really up to your team to deliver the goods. And by that I mean, like, the Dream Coil will keep them in place, yes, but if you don't have any follow-up, then you're pretty much screwed. Whereas Ravage could do some work on its own, Black Hole could do some work on its own, especially with the Enigma's toolset. But hey, we'll see what happens. The Wolves have banned out. Oh, by the way, Copenhagen Wolves equals TTB, and at this point of me casting this game, they're MYM, which is why they have the little MYM thing. But at this point during the replay, when the replay was, when the game was being played, they were TTB. There's just a little bit of clarification there. Wolves banning out that Luna. Pretty interesting ban. Virtus.pro, I mean, they're going to respond by banning out the Morphling. A lot more cookie cutter there. Virtus.pro, they have, well, okay, now Disruptor banned out for them. So I guess Wolves want to prevent that giant team fight from happening. Virtus.pro are going to go with Broodmother on the hard lane, most definitely. And then maybe they're going to go into some sort of pseudo giant AoE team comp. Broodmother doesn't really fit into that role. But what long lane hero would you pick up to fit that role? Probably the Beastmaster, but unfortunately unable to pick that one up. Copenhagen Wolves, well, they do have axes to deal with the Broodmother. They do have a Fade Bolt to deal with their Spiderling pushes. But picking up that Broodmother in the first phase does signify to the other team that, hey, you guys, you there, pick Sand King, pick Tidehunter, and then you can shut me down. So we're going to see if the Wolves want to actually do that. They're going to pick up the Venomancer instead, get some more support going. And now the Wolves, well, they just need their primary damage dealer, which is why Morphling was one of the bans out from Virtus.pro. Because the Wolves, they have their support lineup, they have their lane utility. VP, they're going to go for a Chaos Knight. Very interesting. So they're not going to go for the giant AoE. They're going to, like, balance it. I don't know. This Puck pick threw a wrench into everything that I could possibly predict that Virtus.pro would do. But hey, Virtus.pro, they do have the late game now. They got the Broodmother, they got the CK. Between the two of them, they should pump out enough damage to kill the Wolves should this game drag on to the late game. The Wolves, what is going to be their response? Anti-Mage is still an option here. Won't be that bad. Dragon Knight. Been seeing a little bit of Dragon Knight recently. Let's go with some more. Keep the Dragon Knight train rolling. But VP, they just need another support hero. Shadow Demon, Lena. Okay, it's all good, man. It's all good. So right now they don't really have a dedicated support. They need someone to sacrifice all their farm, all their experience, income, to really get CK a little bit more pressure. And then in that sense, I think VP will run a 1-1-3 lane with Broodmother and Puck soloing, CK, Enigma, and this person helping out. Because, I mean, like, Puck could support, I guess. But generally, Puck is very EXP reliant. You want to get that Dream Coil up as fast as possible. You need points in Waning Rift. You need points in Orb. And then, hell, any extra levels you can put into Phase Shift will mean you're that much safer. There's the hard carry from the Wolves. It's going to be a Void. Okay, fair enough. Not going to go for that Anti-Mage. Instead, going to try to counter off some of that AoE team fight that VP has in that Chronosphere. Let's see how this Faceless Void is going to pan out. Faceless Void, not as good a flash farmer as Anti-Mage, in that even if he does go for Battle Fury, which usually he does go for Hand of Midas, so he gets farmed that way. But even if he goes for a Battle Fury, his Time Walk has a larger mana cost, it's a longer range, but it also has a longer cooldown, so he can't really jump between the camps. So Faceless Void a little bit more reliant on getting lane farm, and Virtus Pro, their hard support is going to be that Shadow Shaman. So there you go, VP have a decent pushing lineup. Wolves, not bad of their own, but definitely not as much as VP have. So they have a pretty interesting team comp, a ton of disables on the VP side. Wolves, well, they have one stun in the Beastmaster, they have Telekinesis. Faceless Void also does offer up some stunning action. They have some pretty good lockdown as well. But both teams are fairly balanced. They're not, too focused in the team fights or too focused on the individual target basis. So it should be a well-rounded, hopefully balanced game. Because really, nobody likes to see a stomp. I mean, I guess, what was it, EG with the Knight lineup? That was pretty cool, just because had some really weird picks. And it was kind of stompy, but I don't know. I'd rather see a nice, close, balanced game that still manages to get itself underneath the 30-minute mark. That would be ideal. Because I don't like to waste all that time. But as we drop ourselves into the game, we're going to see who is going to be playing what. And I have to pause for 1 second, guys, so excuse me. Alright, back, guys. But of course, with the smooth lack of video editing, you wouldn't even notice that I am gone. There's a problem with casting a game right before a class where you have something due. People are always like, hey, we need you to do this. I'm like, god damn it, I did all the fucking work already, you do it. They're like, oh, I have class and stuff like that. And I'm like, god damn it, guys. But anyway, Mozart is going to be playing the Broodmother, heading towards the bot lane. KSI on the Shadow Shaman, supporting Crazy. Mid laning the Puck. We do have NS with the Enigma, looking to go into the jungle, and Airman on the hard carry. On the TTB side, there is Calculus playing the Invoker. Where's your face Invoker? The Faceless Void. They got two of them. One of them is going to be played by Balsam. Nino is going to be playing the Rubik Rise on the Beastmaster, and Atsi is going to cap off the lineup with the Venomancer.
30 seconds.
All of them looking into the enemy jungle, trying to get a level 1 engagement going. They don't have the strongest level 1, so if all of VP were up there, then it would have been a little bit of a tight fight. But hey, no one dies, so everyone is going to be happy. Just going to go into the normal laning mode. We're going to see how they want to lane this, because, well, okay, of course, it's going to be the Beastmaster on the top lane. He's going to be up against the 2.5 lane, NS, KSI, as well as Airman. So Rise is not going to get all that much accomplished. He's going to get pressured back a whole lot. Not have a fun time at all. On the bottom lane, it's going to be a tri-lane, Balsam, Atsi, as well as the Nino. So Mozart is also not going to get anything done, but you can see very smart play from the Broodmother. She's hiding in the trees. You could hide in your webs, but hell, you know what the webs don't hide you from? The Sentry Wards, which are on Atsi. Mid lane is going to be Calculus going toe-to-toe with Crazy. I don't know how this matchup really goes, because, well, I never see Puck in pro games. But I feel like Invoker should have the advantage here. Puck needs a lot of mana for her spells. She needs a bottle. So it could be a little bit rough for the Puck. Mozart is in experience range, and he's just going to be leeching as much as he can. Very smart play from him. I really like this play. Oh, Nino is going to find him. Smart play from TTB. They knew that Mozart was around here somewhere, and hell, if he's not in his web, he might be hiding somewhere. So he does spot that out, and that means Mozart is not going to have the free EXP train that he thought he was going to have. Instead, he's going... Oh, are they baiting him? They don't want him to know that they have vision on him. Time Walk going to latch. The web movement speed a little bit too much for him. Rise being a little bit of an ass to NS. Not KSI, that's NS. Taking his creeps with the axes, roaming around. Going to look to apply a little bit of pressure on Crazy. There is a cold snap up and available. They could get this kill. There's a cold snap onto Crazy. He's going to phase shift out of that. Axes to fly. And Rise does pick up the first blood. It's called phase shift, right? Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm like, is it really phase shift? But yes, my knowledge of Dota does carry through, guys. I have played this game before, believe it or not. As the TTB strikes first blood against the Puck, really solidifying Invoker's advantage in this lane. He's going to have a level advantage. He's going to start getting, well, a pretty substantial level advantage, and that level advantage is going to translate into a gold advantage as he picks up more of those orb components. Stronger cold snap. You can see how much damage it did to Crazy. Crazy doesn't have that much health as Puck. Very low strength gain hero. Very reliant on mobility to actually help him survive. Oh, and you know, phase shift as well. Mitigate a lot of damage. But if the damage is sustained enough, then Puck really doesn't have a shot. Because, I mean, very low HP. You can move around very quickly and, you know, try to dodge stuff. That requires a lot of finesse, and sometimes the option is just not available to you. Crazy's still doing decently against this Invoker, even with the double damage. Calculus gonna drop a cold snap onto Crazy, do a ton of damage. 1 hit, 2 hit. Gonna bring Puck down to 150 HP, forced to salve up. Meanwhile, in the spot lane, Mozart not getting any experience as the Nino is there to ward that Broodmother away. So Balsam is getting absolute free farm. Did he open up with nothing? I think he had some restoratives, but he doesn't have anything. He's going to go straight for the Hand of Midas. This is going to be a very early Midas. Did he not spend his gold? That would have been pretty baller of him. Risky as hell, but baller nonetheless. He's going to get fed some restoratives by Rubik. So this Faceless Void is going to be an absolute terror come late game. Faceless Void is a little bit more of a hard carry than the CK, but CK does make up for that by having a huge amount of mid-game power. So VP, although they do have substantial amounts of late game, you really got to watch out because, you know, Balsam can mess them up should the situation go awry. Is that... No, it's not Hand of Midas yet. It's a recipe. He's going to get that in just a little bit. I believe you could get a hand... yeah, you can get treads here, so you could get the Gloves Face. There you go. Don't exactly know where they are, but you don't need to know where they are to shop at that shop. So that is going to come up as a 5-minute Hand of Midas. Brutal farm from Balsam. That's going to be a problem for VP in the late game. They really have to capitalize earlier on and try to get some towers, try to get some kills. Looks like they're going to make an attempt onto Rise as the Enigma stun opens it up. Airman going to get close enough for the right clicks. Stun, only 1 second, but it will allow for KSI to get close enough for that shackle. The Reality Rift uses well, and Enigma does pick up that kill. They're kind of stuck behind this tower, though, and the creep wave isn't going to get here in just for a little bit. So they're going to, you know, make a stand here with the Eidolons. They should do just fine. So Airman's going to get a little bit of farm, and they're going to look towards this tower. The creep wave is coming in, and the second creep wave is on its way. Eidolons level 2. They're going to do a little bit of damage. KSI, not yet level 6, but I don't think anyone's level 6 at this point. But Balsam has completed his Hand of Midas, and he's going to be rolling in the dough. Keep an eye on that gold per minute chart. It's going to be huge. Bot lane for TTB pushing down onto the tier 1 tower. Mozart as Broodmother can do absolutely nothing about this. Pushing power from the Wolves isn't the strongest though. Rise can take a 2-second stun. Airman tanking up the tower. Not what you want to have happen. Shackle on the Rise. Axe is going to fly. Airman, is he going to live from this? Rise is going to get one more axe swipe and he's going to get the kill. But he's probably going to go down in exchange. Willie, it's going to be close. 16 HP and he barely gets out of there. Salving up. He could just return back in there. But CK tanking the towers one too many times. And KSI is going to take a cold snap. Rise is here as well for the experience, but really it's all calculus. Oh, you bastard, Rise. That kill-stealing Beastmaster. Invoker did all the work. 100% kill was guaranteed there. And Rise is just like, I want this one. Balsam's still farming, but he's only at 50 HP.
Radiant's middle tower is
One
under
spawn
attack.
spiderlings, and he's going to hunt him down. Balsam's going to get revealed from the web, but Atsi warding away Mozart. I feel like Mozart could have, just went in and killed him. Only one backtrack on the Faceless Void, of course. They don't know that. Calculus is going Tornado Crazy, dropping down the Dream Coil for that. So wasted Dream Coil as Calculus jumps right into his Ghost Walk, preventing any kill from happening. 4-1 for TTB. See actually how the kills are being distributed. 3 onto Rise. Somehow, I don't know how, long lane Beastmaster farming heads, and 1 onto Atsi. How did Atsi get a kill? Oh, they killed Mozart. I just completely missed that. Yeah, that happened on the top lane, while the top lane was happening. So I guess Broodmother just got caught out a little bit, and then she got revealed, and then pain happened. Balsam is going for a Battle Fury, it looks like. That Ring of Hell could be a Vanguard, because he doesn't really have anything else. And getting some solid defensive items might not be a bad choice. Mozart might be in a little bit of trouble there. There's the Chronosphere. Atsi going to walk right into it. Nino is going to do the smart thing and walk around. There's the Telekinesis as well as the Gale. Mozart taking a huge amount of damage. Dust not even needed because there's a Sentry Ward right there. And Mozart does go down to Balsam. A perfectly orchestrated gank from TTB, giving Balsam a very important kill. Hell, any kill that the Faceless Void gets is an important kill because, well, he's just going to amplify that much harder. Rising Calculus on the mid lane, going to get pressured back a little bit by these Eidolons. He does pretty substantial damage in the early stage of the game. But NS and KSI are here to, oh! Dream Coil did get dropped for the Faceless Void. Nino on the run. He's going to run into a whole bunch of Ogres. But he should be just fine. VP dropping the Dream Coil for that Void kill. More than worth it. The more you kill this Void, the better your game's going to be. And now Rise is getting stunned up in the middle of a whole bunch of conversions. NS, not with a level 6 yet. So Rise is going to walk away from this. Stout Shield doing a lot of work for him there, blocking off a lot of damage from these Eidolons. Now 3 on the bot lane for VP. Do they want to actually pressure this? Airman's still on top, and Crazy is without Dream Coil. He does have a regeneration rune, but I don't think he can make that great use of it. They're simply pushing back Balsam, restricting his farming space. And as with the Eidolons, can do that now with a black hole, so if Balsam gets caught in that black hole, he's as good as dead. Yeah, but 3 on the bot lane for VP. They're just pressuring them back, making sure that Balsam is not too comfortable on this lane. Because if they decide to, they could just go right in for that kill. In the meantime, Airman farming up that top lane. Balsam, he did see NS. He's going to go for that mech, but pretty substantial army from Mozart. Now procured his Soul Ring, but 4 on the bot lane. This could be trouble for Mozart. Do they have vision? Yes, a roar onto the Broodmother, and she is so dead. Illusory Orb going to fly, but the AoE from TTB harvesting a lot of those spiders. Rise somehow with another kill. That's not Rise, that's Rise with the gem as well. So yeah, no invisibility is going to escape the eye of the Beastmaster. That roar is pretty much guaranteed. He's 4-1, only 17 creep kills. But hey, he's doing just fine for himself. He's level 6 on that hard lane. Level 9 minutes in, not bad. Top lane, Calculus and Airman having a little bit of a duel. Airman looks like he's going to go for an armlet. It's generally not the build you see on CK. Usually it is drums into Vanguard, going for DPS through tankiness. But I guess CK just wants DPS through DPS. Going to go for that hard carry CK build. Wards acquired by KSI, now level 6 I believe. Yeah, level 6. So Wards and Eidolons will mean the death of this tier 1 tower. Calculus is going to teleport in on this. Is he going to get the deny? Baller status. Denied by Rise. Oh my god, the last hitting power on this Beastmaster. Kill stealing the Invoker, killing the Broodmother on the bot lane, and now stealing the tower out of the Serpent Wards and Eidolons. Rise just playing like a boss. He is on point with his last hits, even though he only has 17 of them. He's now heading to the bot lane where he does have a roar available. Mozart has got to back up. Don't think he knows about this yet. Well, now he knows about it. These tiny forge spirits, apparently, are being pretty good scouts for the Broodmother. Beastmaster forced to walk away, move somewhere else, look for something else. Crazy has procured a double damage rune. Gonna head towards the bot lane. There are 4 in the area for VP. Maybe they want to use Mozart as bait, try to get an engagement, bait out a Chronosphere. If they get a single target Chronosphere and then turn it around, it will be fantastic for VP. This is now a 3v3 on this bot lane. Nino, without a spell stolen, he could steal some pretty good ones. Serpent Wards, I believe, are still available for KSI. I don't know if he's spotted there. That angle is kind of tight. But stealing wards is just perfect. NS farming some Ancients that got stacked up from someone. I think he was doing the stacking, actually. Unfortunately, you can't really convert any of those, so not really going to do that much farming there. Balsam now with agility treads, so he's going for as much early game damage as he can get. We're going to see what he wants to do with this Spring of Health, though. In my opinion, it should go into a Vanguard. It could go into a Battle Fury, but Battle Fury Handamitis, I mean, that's a lot of investment there. Will pay off, and NS is going to look for Nino and Atsi as Roar goes off onto the Broodmother underneath the tower, but Rise gets ward trapped. Black Hole only onto Atsi, instantly disrupted by the telekinesis. Calculus is going to drop down an EMP Tornado onto NS. Rise is going to get, Black Hole stolen by the Nino, preventing the Puck and Enigma from escaping. Somehow Mozart did escape from that Roar. Calculus is on the chase. Are there any wards here? No, there are not. KSI going to try to teleport out. Is there a Cold Snap? A Fade Bolt, but not a telekinesis, so the Shadow Shaman does escape. But a 1-for-2 trade. VP getting caught by the enemy Black Hole in the Nino. The ward does go down. The tower does go down, though, but denied by Atsi. So yeah, that push did not go VP's way at all. Losing 2, losing the tower. Only in exchange for 1 kill. In the meantime, Balsam farming up the top lane. Who's teleporting in? That's going to be Puck. I feel like Balsam could just go toe-to-toe with that Puck. Especially if he gets a lucky backtrack on an orb or something. But he cannot go toe-to-toe with the CK. Too much sustained damage there. Balsam, ooh. Smart there. Time walking right through the trees, but a haste on the CK. Does he want to keep going? There's a Reality Rift. There's a 3-second stun on Balsam. Is the damage going to be enough? He does have a Chronosphere. There's the Dream Coil. Balsam's not running anywhere. Orb's going to fly through, and the silence from Crazy. Faces Void does go down, pushing a little bit too far without any team support. That does cost him his head. Airman is close to his armlet now. He does want to go for that. Maybe he's just holding the Helm of Iron Will. I don't know why you would do that. Veil CK. That doesn't work, guys. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't tell anyone that I told you to do it, because I didn't. Calculus on the spot lane. Gonna go for a Force Staff versus Mozart, who has kind of been struggling this entire game. Rise has been all over that Broodmother, even though they were on opposite sides of the map. But a single Roar. Usually the Broodmother is gonna die to that. Lucky on that bot lane die that she actually didn't go down. That would have been absolutely disastrous for VP. I guess even more disastrous than it already was. You don't want to have disasters, guys. It's bad. That's bad news. But VP, their CK is getting farm right behind the Faces Void as far as gold mint goes. And then the next 3 are held by VP Heroes. Rise is going to go for Crazy. There's the Roar to open up. Fade Bolt and Axis to fly. And a Sunstrike just to seal the deal. Not going to be needed as Rise, once again, the fastest axes in the world, swiping down the Puck for his 5th kill. He's going to rush that Aghanim Scepter. Make use of that Roar as much as he can. Longer range. Huge range, actually. Plus you get a good cooldown reduction as well. So Roars are going to happen everywhere. Not going to opt for the, what's it called, Necronomicon. Not going to opt for the pipe. Ooh, they saw KSI take that invisibility rune in the Nino. Tried to go for a Lucky Dust. Unfortunately, KSI was a little bit too smart for that. He's going to hunt down this Rubik. If he gets a ward trap, this Rubik is toast. There he sees the Rubik. Fade Bolt instantly killing off that creep camp, so he can't engage there. On the bot lane, Mozart is pushing this lane down, but Rise is there with level 4 axes. He should be able to eviscerate this push. I don't know how the hell this guy survived that. Not going to survive for very long. CK is getting his armlet delivered, I suppose. Oh my god. That's an armlet. I'm like, how did he afford all of this? Holy shit. The CK is going to dish out the damage. Atsi has had enough of this game. Rage quit. As you see, the gold per minute in favor of VP purely from the farm as well as the towers. Even though some did get denied, the towers are down regardless, and that does give you a little bit of gold. And, well, Wolves haven't taken a single tower yet. The XP earned with 5 extra kills is going to be in favor of the Wolves. The game Very even though. Wolves do have some opportunities to take down these towers. See the mid lane tower, 500 HP. This top tower, very low. This mid and bot kind of in the same health situation. So if Wolves get a good fight, they could easily take down 3 towers in quick succession. That will give them the lead. We're just going to wait for Atsy to get back in. There we go. As we are now back into this game. Spiders think they're Forge Spirits. They're going to kill Furbogs anyway. And Ursas. 9-4. Kind of a tame game. I mean, like there have been kills, but mostly it's just been go ganking and then go farming. Stasis Void. He's really going to be the Wolves' security come late game. And they're already ahead. So they don't really need him to get all that many kills or be active in the map at all. They just Balsam, you just farm, but it looks like Balsam not going to be farming. He's going to be dragged into a smoke gank with Calculus leading the way. If he catches a tornado on someone, they're pretty much screwed. That will buy Rise enough time to close the distance for that roar. The viable target is on the bot lane. Not anymore though. Mozart's getting the hell out of there. KSI also getting the hell out of there. So this smoke not going to lead to dividends. TTB unfortunately not finding anyone, and even NS, they're scared on the top lane as well.
Radiant's top tower
VP, they have no idea. All 5 are missing. Well, now Balsam does reveal himself. You get a little bit of farm, and Blue has revealed himself as well, Calculus. So now VP are going to feel a little bit more secure on the map, knowing that 2 are accounted for. So I really want to see a little bit more of this Puck play. I mean, like the nuking damage is decent. Like Puck has decent burst, but compared to other heroes, it's not as high. I remember the double damage rune. The CK is going to drop bombs. If they want to go for something, yeah, they're going to go for Roshan. Spiderling army, quite huge. They do also have Serpent Wards. They do have the potential for Eidolons. They are going to use the Serpent Wards. They're not taking any chances with this Roshan. They're going to get in and get out as fast as they can. Spiderlings to tank and NS conversions on the Spiderlings. This Roshan is going to go down, and Wolves have no idea about this. It's going to give Airman that Aegis. Last hit as well, I believe. So VP sneaking out that Roshan, using the dire advantage to the fullest. TTB, Calculus, trying to take this top lane as well. Now we do have 4 heroes transitioning up there. They could get a pick on the CK. I don't think they could kill him twice. Well, they might be able to. It's going to be close, though. They have to spare their stuns very well. There's the roar onto Airman, completely out of mana, and teleportation support is coming in, but they do pop the Aegis, and they are going to walk away from this. KSI as well as Crazy looking for a follow-up engagement, but they managed to pick off the Aegis for free. Used a roar for it, and used a couple of invoker spells, but hey, that's totally worth it. Balsam might be in a little bit of trouble, though. The Enigma is circling around. Mozart is going to activate his hunger, and here comes the Enigma for that stun, and the black hole as well, not taking a single chance here. Enigma with the last hit is going to bring down Balsam yet again, 1-3-2. He doesn't hand to Midas, he's getting a lot of farm, but he's still taking a lot of deaths, so he's not getting as big as he could be getting. 2100 gold on him as well. I wonder what he's saving for. Calculus can teleport out of there to the bot lane. That was actually a really long teleportation, so he was in a little bit of danger there, but hell. Second Faceless Void, he's completely fine. He has Backtrack, Chronosphere, stuff like that. I don't know how Wolves did it, but they managed to pick up 2 of the same hero in a game. No clue. All 5 on the bot lane for VP. 4 with the 5th, I'm sure, coming in after his resurrection. Gonna go to this bot lane as well. VP, they want more towers. They know that the Void is a giant problem late game, and yeah, CK could sometimes go toe-to-toe with him, but really, it's gonna be iffy. Nino, Rise, and Atsy just defending their tier 2 tower. Fade Bolt gonna fly, bounce quite a bit. Axes as well, shredding that wave. But Balsam is gonna go for that Battle Fury, so that is gonna be his item of choice. Huge amount of farm gonna go up on this Faceless Void. So Wolves, they're investing for the late game with that Hand of Midas and Battle Fury combination. That's pretty much as farmy as you can get. Oh, KSI gonna blink in, get a 2-man Dream Coil as well. Rise is going to take a lot of damage, but he's going to take the stun and damage as he walks out of there. Nino in the front lines, a little bit out of position there. He's going to get 2-second stun on a KSI as Balsam has time walked in. Going to bring down KSI, and Airman is hexed up in the middle of nowhere. Telekinesis on him as well. NS without that black hole. There goes another Illusory Orb. Going to hit Balsam, not hit Nino though. Airman is still alive. He's going to bring down Balsam though. Very soft hero. Another 2-second stun gonna go off onto Atsi and S. Is he? He doesn't have a stun. But Atsy's still taking a huge amount of damage from those inject broodlings, spiderlings. Inject broodlings. That's a different game, man. CK does escape with barely any HP. The armlet providing that extra damage, and VP take a very good trade. Exchanging your Shadow Shaman for a Faceless Void, yes, you take that every day of the week. And VP, they didn't even have Black Hole there, and the Chronosphere was used by the Void. So that push was in favor of VP. They didn't get the tower, but they did get a good pickup with the Void kill. And Void, I mean, look at his build. He doesn't have a single EHP item. Only has 800 health. Backtrack will give him a little bit of survivability, but it really needs a little bit more than that. Faceless Void is investing purely into the late game, where his late game Void is hopefully going to win him and his team the game straight out. But VP, they're doing a decent job of shutting down this Void. Killed him 4 times thus far. They're being pretty active about making sure this Void doesn't get all that much. But this Void, with the amount of farm that he has, as far as his items go, he's going to be able to farm just fine, get the big items up. And now VP, I like this. They're going to keep going after this Void. Do they have the Black Hole? I don't think they do. 15 seconds off until that. Balsam is going to take a stun, and there's a CK around the corner. 2-second stun there. Balsam is going to go down. 2 crazies. Waning Rift? Yeah, Waning Rift. Hell yeah. Skill name memorization. It's really weird. If you look at League of Legends, nobody knows what any of the spells are called at all. They're just Q, W, E, R. I mean, like, yeah, it's an easy way of putting it, but hey, I know what CK's spells are. I know what Enigma has. Midnight Pulse, no one uses it, but hey, yes, I do know the name. KSI is going to lay down his wards for this tier 2 tower. This is going to be the second to last tower that Wolves have left. Airman does pick that one up. 2,800 gold on him. He could go for straight up heart, go for pure bulk. All the while, Mozart on the bot lane, pushing down this tier 2 tower as well. Oh, I know, they do sell the bot tier tower. Huh, thought they took that out. So I guess it's the third to last tier 2 tower. It's the first tier 2 tower, in other words. So 10 to 7 VP. They do have the substantial tower advantage. The mid lane has gone down. I believe that was relatively recent. Rubik actually destroyed that one. I completely missed that, guys. I apologize. Rubik's going to be happy about that. It did give him that was have Wizardry and ooh, Beastmaster. Now with enough dough to pick up an Aghanim Scepter. Look at this roar range. This is absolute insanity. If you see Beastmaster, then you're already dead. No way to avoid that. Plus the cooldown's pretty good too. Cooldown 45 for a single target ganking spell every 45 seconds. That's pretty much a death on the enemy team. Oh, crazy with an invisibility rune. Do they have a gem still? Rise? I don't know if he lost it or if he handed it off. But crazy with the invisibility rune. Isn't going to risk it. There's a single roar and then Puck is dead. Looks like instead Wolves are going to go after Mozart. They still don't have any... No, they do have a dust. So they could go for this Broodmother. Calculus going to throw out a tornado just to clear off this Spiderling push. Oh, now an engagement onto Rise. He's going to get hexed up. Dream Coil was used as well. Unfortunately missing. Rise is going to take a shackle. And Balsam going to lay down. That Chronosphere going to go straight after KSI. And he does go down crazy on the run. He's going to get Telekinesis up into the air and brought down very quickly. A double kill for Balsam.
Birth is a promise.
Exactly what Wolves need to do. Get more farm on this Anti-Mage. Whether it be by creep waves or hero heads. Either way, it's good news. And VP, they lost to kind of unnecessarily. They didn't get anything for it. They tried to go for Rise, but Rise with the Aghanim Scepter does give him a little bit of HP. 200 health, plus 10 strength as well. That's decent survivability right there. And TTB, they want to take their first tier 2 tower of the game. Just carve out the mid lane. Screw side lanes, you don't need that shit. But Mozart isn't going to let them get away with that for free. Teleportation coming in. It is going to be Rise with the axes. And Rise is going to roar Mozart and get the deny. Rise, what a baller there. Doesn't want to go toe-to-toe with that Broodmother because he doesn't have that much right-click. Calculus forced into a corner. Is there a stun? He doesn't have any mana, Airman. And the Ghost Walk is going to allow him free passage out. No, Reality Rift fails, though. He does have a Sentry Ward here. Fortunately, a little bit too late. It's a Reality Rift. Such a finicky spell. Like, I don't know. I think it's just because the red thing that you see with Reality Rift, that's just part of the casting animation. And if you see a red thing, usually it's like, oh, he got the spell off. But in actuality, it's like, oh, he got the cast animation off, but he didn't actually get the spell. I don't know. I feel like the red thing should be delayed until he actually has the spell active and, you know, on the way. I don't know. It's a little bit misleading animation there. But VP, they do take off that hero. Do they actually take off the hero? No, they don't. He barely got away. That's what happened. Right. I was watching it that entire time. Mozart does take down the bot lane tower. This is why Broodmother is banned out. Because she's capable of surviving on the long lane, and, well, she's never ever going to leave that lane. I don't think Broodmother has left a single time. She's been pushing this entire time. Rise can take a Dream Coil as well. Airman is there with the Reality Rift. 4-second stun. Rise is going to get swiped down by the CK. Tornado flying out. He can hit KSI. He can take a lot of damage from this. Going to drop down the wards onto Calculus. But here comes Balsam with a 2-man Chronosphere. KSI does get dropped by the Venomancer, and Crazy's going to go down as well. So once again, VP making the same exact trade. Not worth it at all. Those kills, unfortunately for Wolves, did not go onto Balsam. But hey, kills are kills. And Rubik has picked up a pretty good skill. Illusory Orb can give him a lot of mobility there. Invisibility from Calculus going to find Airman in the jungle. He's very tanky though. Do they have enough to do this? The Chronosphere is not up, but a Cold Snap and EMP. That will mean the death of Airman. And here comes Balsam going to time walk right in. Cold Snap onto Airman, perma-stunned, unable to get a single spell off. Faces Void is going to get a free kill there. Calculus wants more. Tornado flying out. Not going to hit on NS. So TTB just getting picks all over the map. At the same time, giving Balsam free time to farm. Get those levels up. Get that level 3 Chronosphere. Get some more items. And then at that point in the game, no one from VP could stand up to a Faceless Void. CK could try, but the bashes are probably going to prove to be a little bit too much, especially if this Faceless Void decides to go for a Butterfly. I do think that it would benefit him to get some form of health. Like, he could go for a heart because he's doing some pretty good damage. Survivability will be very useful for him. What is he actually going to get? Manta Style? It's an Ultimate Orb, so it might be Manta Style. I don't think he's going to get Hex. Like, maybe a Lincoln Sphere? I don't know. Most likely it's going to be Manta Style. Tornado picking up spiders and somehow not killing them. If I was a spider, I would die to a tornado. Roshan is not yet up VP. They're kind of positioning themselves to go for a Roshan. They're waiting for it. Yeah, they're just going to chill out right here. Wait for that Roshan to be up. But there it is. They do have conversions. They do have some pretty good right-click damage coming from the CK. The wards drop as well. But this time, Wolves, they're completely aware of this. They're going to send in the boar to scout out. They take a couple hits from Roshan. And VP, they're forced to back off, dropping down the wards for that without any dividends at all. Roshan's going to get free farm. You don't want to let Roshan level up. Shit, that's going to be dangerous. If Roshan can level up, that would be pretty cool. Skype. Shut up, Skype. But TTB all in the mid lane. Beastmaster is coming in. Illusory Orbs flying everywhere. Eye candy. Fireworks. Amazing stuff to see. Beastmaster with a double damage rune does have his roar active, and with this huge range, if anyone steps into the circle, they're going to take a roar. Enigma, an ultimate orb, going for a hex. Usually it's either a blink dagger or a BKB or something like that. But I guess between the roar and the Chronosphere, it doesn't feel safe going for a BKB. Blink dagger I feel like could work. Oh, illusory orbs, but dodged by Crazy. This is pretty awesome. 2 illusory orbs flying through. They need a duplicate hero mode and then just have a game with a ton of pucks. That would be amazing. Run, spiders!
Middle tower has been denied.
Oh, they took down the tower low enough to be denied. Did not notice that. I didn't realize that they were actually hitting the tower. But hey, VP finally strike back and get a tower deny of their own. Looks like TTB, they're going to settle for this very soft tier 1 tower. Also going to teleport right in. Demolish the creep wave. But VP, they still want to defend this. They're without Crazy though. Crazy's still in that mid lane area, and I think Wolves could take down this tower before. Oh no, there's a teleportation coming in. If he gets a big Dream Coil, this could be huge. Roar onto the Shadow Shaman in the back end. Balsam's going to go toe to toe with Crazy. There's a Reality Rift. Balsam does get saved by the Tornado though. Pop his Chronosphere onto 3. The cleave damage is going to do some damage to Mozart as well. NS coming around looking for a Black Hole. He's going to land it onto Atsi and Nino, but that's not the most follow up there. NS is going to go down from this. Wards are dropped. He can do a little bit of damage to Calculus. Atsi is barely going to escape. Yes, he is going to escape. And Void is still very much alive. KSI going to get bashed down there. VP losing 2. Remarkably low casualty fight there, actually. Somehow VP's Enigma got out. The Broodmother got out. Puck got out as well. And that's why he's chilling in the trees. But now TTB on the back of that kill, they're going to feel safe enough take this Roshan. Second Aegis is going to go to most likely Balsam. Unfortunately, the fight for... Oh, wait, they're not done yet. Crazy's going to look around the corner, send out an orb. The roar from Rise on the low ground. Tornado and Axes. Is this going to be enough to kill Crazy? No, it's not going to be enough, but here comes Balsam. Time walking one hit in. And they want the Nino as well. We've got a two-man black hole stolen again from NS. And unfortunately, Airman couldn't get close enough for that KS Bolt before getting sucked in as well. Buyback from Enigma, but TTB taking a huge amount of picks right now. Balsam does have that Manta Style finish. He's going to pop it off. He's going to stick them onto KSI. Manta Style. No, that was actually Phantasm by the Chaos Knight, as Broodmother also forced to buy back. Deafening Blast from Calculus just to cover their retreat. But Balsam is absolutely fearsome this game. Only going to get stronger. Airman wants an engagement. Not going to find it though. Time Walk, too long a range. And plus, Faceless Void does have that Aegis, so he's not going to die anytime soon. VP, they're pissed. They're going to push down in the bot lane in retaliation. I feel like this isn't the best thing for them to do. Mozart can do that by himself. Yeah, there you go. Tornado going to fly out, trying to catch someone. He's going to land an EMP. Oh no, blink away from KSI. Nino and Atsi on the mid lane. Mech on the Venomancer. You know you're having a good game when Venomancer can even afford an item. 2-0-10. Wow, Venomancer hasn't dropped at all. Atsi. Super defensive Venomancer. Super safe, I guess. Balsam still in this bot lane. 1900 gold on him. What is going to be his next item? I feel like now he could kind of get away with the butterfly. Get rid of all the damage that Airman's going to put on. Mozart as well. But now Balsam might be in trouble. Black Hole is not up. There goes the Hunger, and Balsam can take a lot of damage. Drop the Chronosphere. Going to go straight for this Broodmother. Does he have enough damage to bring this Broodmother down? It looks like it will be enough. Oh, it won't be enough damage. 20 HP on Mozart. Crapping his pants right now. Broodmother is freaking out. Balsam, unfortunately, with a little bit of mistargeting at the beginning of that Chronosphere. I feel like one more hit, that would have just been enough. But I guess he like panicked or something, or misclicked. He didn't hit the Broodmother from the beginning of that Chronosphere. It did cost him a kill as well as his Chronosphere. The Chronosphere doesn't have the longest cooldown in the game though, so he should be just fine. Nino gonna do a little bit of harassment damage. Too Crazy, gonna roar, follow up from Rise as well. Nino with the pretty much solo kill. A little bit help from Rise, preventing the escape from Pucka, but Balsam not done yet. He's gonna take a 3-second stun. No, that was actually on an illusion. Did he get backtracked? You can't backtrack effects. Backtrack. Dodges damage. But it looks like VP, they're not done yet. Balsam might be a little bit too safe, or might feel a little bit too safe. There's the Malphite stun. Black Hole being used as well. Not chain stunning perfectly, but they should have enough damage to bring down this Void. At least his Aegis. No, he's going to time walk out of there. The chain stun, flawed from VP. They let slip away that Faceless Void. And here comes Nino with the Force Staff, going to look for a Telekinesis. He does have Waning Rift, not the most useful spell to steal, but if he gets a Silence at a good time, then it could be very nice. He's going to run to Airman, he's going to run to NS. There's the Fade Bolt, and he's going to take a 3-second stun, some Spiderlings as well. EMP, Tornado, Deafening Blast, going to do a lot of damage to this Enigma, burn all his mana. Atsi going to go toe-to-toe with Airman, and that's the target that they want. Balsam is right on his heels, roar from long range. He's going to give Balsam an unstoppable streak. 22 for 8. As Wolves, the gold earned surprisingly not that much in favor of them. The XP earned, yeah, that's the story right there. I don't know how VP are keeping up with the gold. But they are somehow, kind of. Looks like Wolves, they want to take down this tier 2 tower this time. Last time the push didn't really do all that much damage to it. But with the CK down and unable to buy back, no item progression on the CK, so he's been not getting all that much. Balsam has been progressing his items very quickly. They're going to go for this tier 2 tower. It's going to go down. Oh, that's the Dyer's tower. I'm like, how is the Radiant's tower being attacked? Balsam does pick up a tower. 4,200 gold on him. Go for the butterfly, man. All in. All in. Looks like everyone from VP is actually going to fall back. Maybe transition up to the top lane. Get the last tier 2 tower. It's free gold, so why not? Holy crap. Rise with the right click so fast. 40%, 55. It's pretty insane attack speed right there. Rise is going to teleport out of this. He's going to be safe. No, he canceled it. He's going to roar instead onto NS. Mozart is going to get Chronosphered along with the Enigma. 4-second stun though onto Balsam. Sunstrike is going to land onto NS. Balsam taking a lot of damage. There goes the Aegis. Completely surrounded by VP heroes. Is there any support coming in? Atsi is here. But Balsam is going to get shackled. He's going to get another 4-second stun. Balsam taking a lot of damage, but it's going to be enough. Atsy's also going to take Dream Coil stun. Atsy's also going to take his first death of the game. Tornado flying through might save this Venomancer. No, it's not going to be enough. Deafening Blast and EMP. Tornado also trying to help him out. But now Calculus is on the run, completely out of mana. With a maxed out Wex though, with drums popping off as well. Yeah, that's max movement speed on that Invoker. He's just going to sprint out of there. But VP getting the Aegis, getting the Venomancer, and then getting the Void on top of that once again. A very good pick off there. I feel like they should have just gotten out of there. It was kind of a mistake from Balsam to fight. He definitely overestimated how tanky he was. And yeah, Faceless Void, you can do a lot of damage, but you can't take damage, man. You're so soft. Even with that backtrack. Backtrack, I mean, it's only a percentage skill, so sometimes you get screwed over, sometimes you have miracles. But either way, it's not a reliable way of increasing your effective HP. You really need some form of HP right now. Maybe I wonder if Halberd is any good on Void. Like, Dodge does stack. Then you can't really go for Butterfly, or you shouldn't go for Butterfly and Halberd. But as far as EHB goes, it would give you a lot. Might not be that bad as a defensive Void item. He's going to go for Talisman of Evasion, so he's going to get either Butterfly or Halberd. Probably going to be the Butterfly, though. Tornado is going to hit onto Crazy. All from Wolves are in this mid lane, except for two of them, actually, so I guess that's not nearly everyone. But Balsam's just going to keep farming, man. Fable going to fly out, cleave him down. Balsam, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? He's going to give the farm to the Rubik. Maybe they want to get some Hex Sticks up. Get rid of that CK for just a little bit. But both teams scared of making any commitment. Oh, Balsam going to find a whole bunch of gold. As well as a level 20 mark. Oh god, those Satyrs didn't stand a chance in hell. Everyone from the Wolves are in their jungle. Everyone from VP on their side of the map as well. But I do feel like this will favor Wolves. You could see how much damage that Balsam is doing in these fights. He's not even done yet. Doesn't have his core agility item up. Still has a Hand of Midas, which does give him attack speed, but he is eventually going to be transitioned into more of a damage item. Maybe like an MKB or something like that, or a Hyperstone, I don't know. What the hell? What the hell? This golem is so confused. Balsam somehow does find it. I've never seen that happen before. I guess the trees were chopped down by the Beastmaster. I guess the golem got stuck in the wrong position. Oh no, Balsam, he's getting completely surrounded by VP heroes. The black hole is up, and Balsam's got to watch his ass. There's the blink in and a Hex onto Balsam. Shackles to follow as well, and a 2-second stun onto Balsam. Support is coming in, but it's going to be too late. He does pop the Chronosphere, though. He's going to survive through this. Going to go for KSI. There goes the... Oh, he's actually going to teleport out of there. KSI does go down regardless, though. MP Tornado going to hit onto everyone, and Atsy, once again, in the wrong place at the wrong time. Chaos Meteor is going to get dropped, clear off these Phantasm Illusions. And Crazy was looking for that Faceless Void, but he teleported out. Very smart move from Faceless Void. Didn't want to push it. He already dropped the Chronosphere. He survived somehow. Have no idea how. Backtrack, I guess, combined with Talisman of Evasion. A lot of effective HP in that area. Still not the most health, but it is going to be the Butterfly that he is going to go for. So he's going to increase his damage, increase his survivability through dodging stuff. And really, if you could dodge CK's hits, if you could dodge the Broodmother's hits, well then you're a happy camper. VP losing the Shadow Shaman in exchange for a Chronosphere. Not that worth it because the Chronosphere is going to be up before they know it. Very low cooldown on this, or a relatively low cooldown for such a giant AoE devastating spell. Butterfly is up on the Faceless Void. Probably going to want to save her buyback though, because a single bad fight, and VP could push in, possibly take Vraxes depending on where the fight occurs. You need that Void to have that buyback. But he's going to say, screw that, I'm going to go for Butterfly. Everyone from VP is around. Do they have the black hole? Yes, they do. Balsam is going to get revealed. There's the blink in. Hex once again. Is he going to have the luck of the Irish once again? He doesn't have Chronosphere to save him this time. He's going to get silenced. 3-second stun plus the black hole. Balsam is going to go down. It looks like, yes, he does go down, but stolen by the Nino. The black hole instantly disrupted by that Dream Coil phase onto the Roar onto Airman. Deafening Blast as well, but he's so tanky with that hard harass. Nino is going to take a Reality Rift, and he's going to go down. The Deafening Blast still preventing Airman from attacking, but Nino is on the run. He's going to go down. Nothing he can do about this. And Wolves losing 2 in exchange for none. feel like
Dire's middle
Balsam
tower
getting a
is under
little bit
attack.
too ballsy. You know, like, he got completely chain stunned. He was nowhere near his allies. When you do stuff like that, that's how you lose games, by constantly getting picked off. Wolves are not out of it. They still have the gold lead. They still have the huge EXP lead. But this Faceless Void, you gotta stop getting caught off, man. That was like the third time in a row. Rise with the Hyperstone from a while ago. You're gonna get Assault Cuirass. Help the pushing, help the Void. I feel like the best item that you could get to help the Void is a Vlad's Offering. It's not bad on Beastmaster either, just as an item. But they know that the Void is down, they know that the Rubik's down. VP, they're going to go for this Roshan. That is the third Roshan, so it is going to have that cheese in its inventory. Tornado EMP going to fly out, hit everyone. No mana for them. Deafening Blast going to go on to KSI, who's got to back out of this. Mech popping off. And this Roshan is still alive. There's the Chaos Meteor. You don't want to be in this tight corridor with the Invoker on the other end. Atson's going to walk right in, take a Gene Coil, roar from long range. KSI going to blink in, get a Hex onto Calculus. Prevent any more spells from coming out. NS still very weak. One more right click is going to do him in, but the Roshan does get brought down, picking up by Airman. Calculus now in a very rough spot. There's the Chronosphere though, as Balsam has rejoined this fight. Going to bring down Mozart, going to bring down the Aegis of Airman. And you now see Crazy and Nino dueling it out. Nino has stolen that illusory orb, and he's going to bring down that hero. Airman now completely swamped with heroes. No escape from this permabash status right now. Gonna go into the corner so he could die and maybe buddy up with Roshan, go for some tea. Balsam arriving just in the nick of time to clear out all of the VP side. Butterfly Battle Fury. You clump up for Faceless Void, he's going to eviscerate you. And hell, this is the best place to have people clumped up. Or the worst place, I guess, depending on what side of the defense you're on. But now TTB, 4 down for VP. Buyback is up on the Enigma, but he should be up regardless by the time this is ready. Buyback is up, buyback not up, buyback not up. They need the CK for the tankiness. Broodmother could buy back, but I mean, should be up in 15 seconds by the time this push occurs. Really depends on how much damage Balsam does. Yeah, he's going to need a little bit more than 10 seconds. The Raxes are going to go down at this rate. 15 seconds left for the CK. Illusory Orb's going to fly. Ward's dropped as well. Going to try to be a little bit defensive with them. They can just farm that up. Free gold there. They need to take these Raxes in 5 seconds. They can do so. Are they going to do so? Stolen by the Nino. He's been stealing some good spells. And NS is closing in, looking. Oh, Dream Coil onto 2. As Crazy does get out of there. Ats is going to teleport out. Is there a Reality Rift? No. Nino is going to be the one in trouble. 4 seconds stun onto him, but a Roar in retaliation. Defensive Roar. They don't want to fight this. TTB, I feel like they could have gotten these Raxes. Oh, are they going to get it? Are they going to get it? Oh, 4 HP. Oh my god. 4 HP on the melee Rax. Stupid Catapult attacking the wrong one. Wolves, they could have had that melee Rax. Looks like Invoker's going to do some special agent tactics. No, he's going to send a Tornado. Someone with Pair of Forge Spirits, send them in. Send them in. Oh. TTB missing out an opportunity there. They could have had Raxes by now, but they were a little bit hesitant there. They backed off at the wrong time and unfortunately let those Raxes get away from them. Smoke now from VP looking for the Void once again. They're going to find him, I feel. He does have a Chronosphere up, so if he gets relieved of his disable for 1 second, KSI going to blink in, but instantly get roared, and there's the EMP as well. Goodbye to you. Airman has popped up the Phantasm, but there is the huge Chronosphere going to bring down NS. No Black Hole for this fight. Mozart is the next target. BKB is popped, but it's not going to protect you against bashes. Reality Rift going to go straight for Atsi. Airman getting hexed up, though. Rise in his ethereal form, going to lead the charge against Crazy. Broodmother is running out of here, but there's the GG call from Virtus Pro. They know it's over. This Void is simply unstoppable. You can kill him as many times as you want, but in the end, Battle Fury Hand of Midas is going to bring enough farm to him. The GG has been called, guys. This Void, I mean, VP, they didn't play wrong. They did exactly what they needed to do. Look how many deaths this Void has. I feel like the real problem was Rise. He got so many situations in the early stages of the game where he could just get free kills, or at least got kills, and then that Roar just posed such a huge problem. But VP, they were like slowly getting behind just by all the small things. There was really no large error for them. They just got slightly outplayed. But thanks for watching, guys. Wolves versus VP from the Stars Series Season 3. This one goes to TTB, also known as Wolves, also known as MYM. GG.